for Michelle and I both are as people who love the arts. Michelle's life was in the arts and performing arts. My mom's life was in that. I grew up in that. The Kennedy Center is my place of peace for my husband and I. And Donald Trump has now killed the Kennedy Center. He went in and declared himself the chairman of the board, fired all of the people who were not Republican appointees, and installed his cronies, including Dan fucking Scavino, who was his caddy, who was his golf caddy, okay?
Yeah.
On the board of the Kennedy Center.
Usha Vance. Who else?
I mean, whatever with her.
I mean, it goes on, and I mean, it's the entire board now.
Grinnell, okay? Yes. Rick Grinnell, who is another one of these MAGAs, okay? He's now going to run the Kennedy Center. This is just awful. And it's another example where it comes straight out of the dictator playbook.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, straight out of the fascist playbook. This is what Hitler did. This is what Mussolini did. Michelle had an amazing monologue about this on our Coffee and Conversation show that we do with Julie Roginski and JoJo from Jurors, which we're starting on Saturday mornings, and our show Over It, which we're doing now on Wednesdays at noon with the ladies, separate from Seneca, but with our other badass ladies. But Michelle has been really passionate about this and giving examples about how the arts have always played a role in the resistance, and how fascists come for the arts because of that. And I'm going to let you go ahead and talk a little bit more about that. And then you can explain to people why I'm wearing red lipstick today as we close out the show. Yes.
So, I say often there was a time in this country where the United States of America was the shining city on a hill that cultivated the greatest scientists and the greatest artists. Because without those two, we are not who we are. We are storytellers. We are originators. In the last 100 and so years in this country, we have invented a film industry here that is unmatched by anywhere else in the world. Jazz music, blues, rock and roll. I mean, all of this is celebrated in addition to theater and opera and everything else at the Kennedy Center. The Kennedy Center is a place that is beloved not by any party. It's Republicans and Democrats and independents. Everybody goes there, to your point, Tara, to have refuge, to feel empathy, because not every person can know every life experience or human experience in this world. The arts tells the stories of other people so that we can understand where they come from. And it makes us better people. It makes us better Americans. It makes us a better country. So when I see somebody like Donald Trump, who doesn't have a drop of blood in his body, that has any sort of empathy, sympathy, love, compassion for another human being, and you're going to run an arts center, let me just say, it will not surprise me when it happens, and I know it will. They're going to rename the Kennedy Center.
Please don't crush me. Whatever. Don't crush me. It's bad enough they're probably going to rename Dulles, the airport, after him. But I can't.
I come back to this, though, because the people who are involved with the Kennedy Center, the actual place, right, also then supports other artists' organizations around the country.
By the way, only 16% of the Kennedy Center's funding comes from the government. The rest of it is private donations.
Yeah, and donors are, I'm sure, fleeing.
I'm one of them, which I will not. I just threw away my membership renewal. I'm not renewing my membership.
I wouldn't either.
It hurt me to do it.
Listen, if the New York Philharmonic was like, oh, by the way, Donald Trump runs this now, I'd be like, bye. But Ben Folds, who's one of my favorite musicians, he's resigning as artistic advisor at the National Symphony Orchestra. Shonda Rhimes was like, peace out, I'm gone. Issa Rae just canceled her sold-out show at the Kennedy Center. She just canceled it. She was like, hell no. And Renee Fleming, if you don't know who she is a very, very famous opera singer, who actually I passed on the street a few weeks ago, and it was like amazing. But all of these people have said absolutely not, because here's the thing, you cannot buy this. You cannot buy talent and art and call it your own. This is the kind of stuff that is cultivated over lifetimes. And There's a reason why Hitler had all of the greatest paintings in the world up in his eagle's nest as during World War II as a Nazi, because he was a failed artist. He was trying to get into art school and they wouldn't let him in. Much like Donald Trump has always wanted to be a part of the entertainment industry and then be accepted by them. And that's why when Jimmy Kimmel gets up on stage at the Oscars and makes fun of him, and you see an entire auditorium full of famous artists laughing at him, nothing gets under his skin more.
And so the White House Correspondents' Dinner in 2011 that started this whole damn thing in the first place.
Exactly. So, you know, you can go ahead and take the Kennedy Center. Yes, our hearts are broken, Donald Trump. No, I mean, our hearts are broken. But like, here's the thing. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and try. Turn it into something else, rename it, put your stupid name on the side of the building. I don't care. Personally, I don't care, because all the people that make the Kennedy Center are going to go somewhere else, and they're going to build something else, and they're going to do it without you. Because no one's going to give you what they've spent their lives building. It's just not going to happen. So you can fill that. You can fill the arena with, you know, big booby, you know, cowboy shows, singing Phantom of the Opera. Like, I don't even care. Seriously, I mean, you know that's what it's going to be. Some Hulk Hogan, WWE, the musical.
Yeah. Oh my God. Mark this day and this time, so that when fucking Hulk Hogan and Kid Rock do a WWE concert together, you
with
heard
Lee
it here
Greenwood
first.
doing the overture. I mean, it's going to be so completely ridiculous, because
and Lara Trump singing the national anthem.
Oh God. Don't quit your day job, honey.
Okay.
It's like the D list of D-listers. And, you know, it's anyways, that's just how I feel about that.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. And I think that that they will never be able to completely take the arts away from us.
No.
And I believe that the arts community will rally to continue to perform and bring their talent to the world, that in other ways. You're 100% right about that.
Yeah.
And if we lose the arts, and I mean that, then we're really,
we never will. I mean, they can try to put us underground, they can try to silence us and censor us, but if there's an apocalypse and the world ends tomorrow and there's a few of us left, the first thing people are going to be doing is telling stories and writing music and singing. It is the thing that connects us. It's the oldest of souls that continue this pattern and continue this work generation after generation. And so,
and it's a form of resistance.
It is.
And it always has been. And it's also a form of soft power. If folks are interested, they
there's
can go.
There's a reason why around the world people want to look and sound and be like people from the West, the United States of America.
Yes. Even though my favorite composer is Tchaikovsky, and he was Russian, but that's different.
Another time, a long time ago.
Modern. But no, if people want to know, go and Google the CIA and pop art and Andy Warhol and the importance of that and why. Very interesting.